Good morning, everyone. My name is Methodist Tudor L. Gomez, and today I will be lecturing you more about the models of teaching, specifically the behavioral family system. The classic definition of teaching is the design and creation of environments. Students learn by interacting with those environments, and they study how to learn. It is according to Dewey, 1916. A models of teaching can be defined as the depiction of teaching a learning environment, including the behavior of teachers and students while the lesson is presented through the model. Models of teaching enable the students to engage in robust cognitive and social tasks and teach the student how to use them productively. And it is a comprehensive blueprint for curriculum to design instructional materials, planning process, teacher pupils roles, and supporting aids, and so forth. According to Joyce and Whale in 2014, the models of teaching is a description of a learning environment, including our behavior as teachers when the model is used. And according to Eggs in 1979, models of teaching are descriptive teaching strategies with help to realize specific instructional goals. These are the characteristics of a good teaching model. The following are the chief characteristics of a good teaching model, and that would include each model has built up based on a particular learning theory, creation of congenial learning environment in the classrooms, effective interaction between the teacher and the students, planned use of appropriate strategies, teaching process are systematically, sequentially, logically arranged, clear and specified roles for teachers and students, large scope for supporting material, ensure active participation of entire students in the class, and it traces the students' level of aspiration, motivation, and interest in learning. And lastly, it fosters and strengthens the cognitive structure of the students. These characteristics of a good teaching model has aimed to be a more fun, healthy, and friendly environment to all. The elements of models of teaching. Elements of models of teaching represent its structure, process, and teaching aids for the instruction. A models of teachings consist of syntax, social system, principles of reaction, and support system. The detailed description are as follows. Syntax. Syntax. It is the steps or phrases of the model being presented before the class. It illustrates the logical and sequential order of the teacher students' activities of the instruction procedure, and it describes the complete programmer of the action of the model. Secondly, is the social system. Social system of a model explains its nature of learning environment. It describes the role and relationship of the teacher and students through the phrase as well as designing the lesson. As each and every model is unique, the role of teacher and students in every model may be vary according to the respective learning theory of the model is built. It also varies in phrases to phrases. Third is the principle of reaction. This is the extension of social system. It deals with the rules of reactions to the students' responses in the classroom interaction. The reaction of the teacher must be in accordance with the theory of which the model has been built. The teacher's reaction is desired when the students' responses behavior are in touch with the expected level responses and forgiving reinforcement. It depends the family if the model is presented. Fourthly is the support system. Support system includes all instructional aids used in the models of teaching. For examples, books, encyclopedias, video clips, slides, newspapers, tab, expert, films, specimen, and etc. And lastly is the effect of models of teaching. Models of teaching have been very positive effect on students' behavior. According to Bruce Joyce, it is classified as the effect as the instructional effect and recurrent effect. Instructional effects are the direct effects of an instruction on students' cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domain, while the northern effects are the indirect effects other than the teacher intends to achieve through the model. It is an additional achievement gained by the students through the unique nature classroom interaction. For example, the development of problem solving ability, analytical thinking, critical thinking, social thinking, tolerance, and etc. Families of models of teaching. Joyce and Whale in 2014 categorized models of teaching into four families. The classification has been made in accordance with the theoretical basis and fundamental aim of the teaching model. The four families, namely the information processing family, the social family, the behavioral system family. Modification of behavior is the main focus of this family. The stance taken is that human beings are self-correcting communication systems that modifies behavior in response to the environment about how successfully tasks are being navigated. The role of predetermined objectives, observable behavior, clearly defined tasks and methods. Feedbacks and reinforcement are the foundation of models in behavior family. In behavioral system family, the students plays the role that engage in real life. Pursuits which constitutes two elements of real life are simplified and presented in a form that can be contained inside the classroom. It is also the form of reinforcement, which students learn from the consequences of their actions. According to the Kalanilayan 2009, the educator who understands the impact of environment, variables, and relations can apply the findings directly to his or her work and changing students' behavior. The leverage of external control also be given to the individual. If the students can, by appropriate techniques, ascertain and control the external variables, so can the student. Thus, what appear at first to be the technique for controlling others in increasing their capabilities for self-control. These tools have been proven quite effective in the area of exceptional education, but are not limited in their effect to the realm. The behavioral system family of models have their basis in a long history of research and experimentation by psychologists. These psychologists sought to understand human behavior and the motivation as well as how humans learn and how learning can be influenced by the environment. The research also indicates that these procedures can be used effectively in group settings and by lay people. Behavior theory offers an array of procedures that are extremely useful to teachers and curriculum planners. Conclusion. Models of teaching are very effective teaching strategies which are meant for transacting specific topic to students. The nature of the topic, presentation methods, and classroom environment will direct the teacher that what model of teaching he or she has to select for teaching the concerned topic. However, the teachers and students should be well aware of the concept and various models of teaching. Hence, they can implement the models of teaching in their professional life and can make wonder in their classroom education. One of the models of learning in behavioral system family is direct instruction. It is taken of teaching strategy which academic activities are emphasized and the use of non-academic materials are discouraged. It is also high degree of teachers' direction and control. It is governed by the needs to provide knowledge of results of educational assessment. These also help the students space themselves as it offers reinforcement. Mastery learning. Also, one of the models of learning which involves teaching is a concept until a skill is mastered. This is intended more for organizing and presenting material. It allows the students to develop self-initiation and self-direction of learning. Also, it fosters the environment of problem solving through systematic process, and the most important about this kind of learning is that it encourages self-evaluation and motivation for learning. And lastly, it is simulation which attempts to approximate realistic condition so that learned concepts and solutions are transferable to the real world. And that's all. Thank you and God bless.